Hey guys, welcome back to part two. I'm with Lynette, the Vice President of Cambodia Women Entrepreneurs Association, the CWEA. Lynette, welcome back.
Hi, welcome back.
We are now in part two of our series of conversations now. I would just like to do a brief recap on what we spoke about in part one. Part one, of course, you gave us a brief rundown on where you come from, a little bit about your history. We spoke about the CWEA, the way it was set up in the early years of the CWEA. We also spoke about the pandemic, about Cambodia's economy as well, and how the pandemic actually affected the business community in Cambodia. We also spoke about the various challenges being faced by women entrepreneurs in Cambodia and also around the world these days. And of course, we touched on the rather sensitive subject of what change you would like to make in the education system. And I believe you had a very, very valid answer to that. Now, we also ask you who your members are and what it takes to become a member of the Cambodia Women Entrepreneurs Association. And also, we spoke about the various strategies that you have in place to assist your members in setting up their businesses and running their businesses in Cambodia. Now, I would like to ask you, post-pandemic, I believe Cambodia has seen a strong rebound in certain industries like the garment, travel goods, footwear, and bicycle manufacturing industries, as well as in agriculture. Can you tell us about the steps taken by CWEA to support women entrepreneurs in their ventures and also to facilitate bilateral as well as multilateral trade?
For Cambodian women entrepreneur, as I already informed you, we are working with micro, small, medium enterprise. So in terms of exporting, we are still have some limitation. And most of the export industry, as you have seen, it will be under GMAC, the one who manage all export and they are overseeing the manufacturing. But for us, what we have done, we are working with some international association. We are trying to get connected with international market via the access and other possibility or via e-commerce platform to help our member to be able to export the product to overseas. But still there are some challenges in terms of the standard requirement, because when we are export, we have to fulfill the obligation in terms of law and regulation, and criteria to be able to export, not just only to the nearby country, but we are talking about the overseas, like Japan or European company. There are few members who are able to fulfill the requirement. For example, like our president, she has our food industry, cake, cookie, so she have a chance to export, but not all members have ability like her. So what we are doing, we working with CBI International. They are providing a training in terms of how to be standardized and what are the requirements. So we are working with the government that in charge of exporting. So they provide us a guideline. Sometimes they come to train us in terms of law and regulation, and not just only to export, but how to make ourselves to be ready, for example, trademarking, packaging, and everything. So we are working very hard with the related NGO to get the capacity building to our member and also the government. So from time to time, we send our member to join international trade show. From time to time, when the government have their own seminar in terms of providing information, how to get access to international market and how to get ready, we always join. So we have our advocacy team, we have our business networking, they are working related to each other. And we have our working group who join with what they call a Cambodian Chamber of Commerce. So we get to know information and what is the requirement that we can do to support our member. That's what we have done for our member in terms of providing, you know, like access to market and get ready to be able to export. Yeah.
That is very, very comprehensive. Now, I believe we have spoken a little on how you assist micro, small, medium enterprises in Cambodia. And we have also touched on a little bit on technology, the evolution of technology. Now, I just want to go in a little bit deeper because, after COVID, or rather even during the pandemic, all the restrictions that were previously in place, and even in certain countries, there are still some restrictions in place. These restrictions eventually led to changes, not just in consumers' purchasing habits, purchasing behavior, but also in certain business models. Now, I'm talking about food delivery, parcel delivery. Everybody starts shopping online rather than going to the physical stores. Now, with regard to the MSMEs in Cambodia, because of this shift towards the adaptation of new technology, what are some of the challenges that are being faced by them, and how do you support them in cases where they find it a little bit difficult to adapt to modern technology?
Yes, what we have seen, we have conducted the forum to collect data information from all our members, because our members not just only in Phnom Penh but in provinces as well. So based on the survey or answer, the respondents have informed about their challenge. First is about, like I said, in terms of standardization. Second, if they want to export to overseas, there is some limitation in terms of small packaging, because they are not able to export like one container, 20 feet of container or 40 feet. So they have like maybe like certain amount of product only to be exported. So this is the challenge of exporting. And another one in terms of e-commerce, because we are very limited knowledge in terms of using e-commerce, and also it requires the money, investment, capital to build that platform. For instance, you have to build your own app, you have to update your website. Some companies, they don't even have the website. So in order to reach out to international market, local or international, like in digital era, you have to have something to show, and you are not able to open your own shop or invite them to come to your shop. So only e-commerce platform can help. So this is what we have done. We provide them training in terms of how to use Facebook, how to use an app, and how to use QR code. And at the same time, we are working with, we got support from Swiss Contact. We signed an MOU with small packaging in terms of logistics. So we joined with Commune e-commerce platform to work with Swiss Contact to create another gateway where people, our member, can join together to export their product with the small amount of packaging. So this is what we have done. And also we are working from time to time with the ministry, as I said, with other NGO. For example, I already informed you in terms of Facebook. So we invite them to join to train us. And another challenge is about capital investment, because now people need to survive. So in order to make their business not to profit for now, I can say, but yet to sustain. This is another challenge. So we are working with the government to get some support in terms of provide fund with the low requirement and low interest rate. Recently, we just signed an MOU with SME Bank, which is under the government umbrella, under Ministry of Finance. They provide us with very low interest rate in Cambodia, 5.5%. I'm not quite sure if this is low if comparing to Indonesia or Philippines, but in Cambodia, this is one of the big gift from the government to support us. So getting access to finance, equip them with knowledge of using technology. These are what we are doing so far to support them.
You know, it's really great that you as an association and the government are on the same page when it comes to empowering of women. I think it's a really fantastic thing that's going on there. Now, when we talk about business is all about connections, be they local or international. The more connections you have, the more options you have available to you. I do understand that the CWEA centers around three key objectives. Namely, the first one would be providing a representative platform for women in business to bring issues to the attention of the government, the business community, the private companies, and the public at large, as well as the media. for the purpose of improving the business environment for them. The next one would be facilitating the growth of business activity in which women are constructively involved. And I believe the third one is providing network opportunities for members, sharing information and meeting with stakeholders and managing industry-specific awards. Now, can you elaborate about the various ways you help your members reach out and connect to global opportunities?
Yes, at the CWEA, as you have known already, we can say proudly to say that we are become well known, not just only for local, for the government, but other country as well. So far, we got supported, fully supported from SIPE, based in, I think, America, CIPE. We got support from PAC under the budget of USAID. We got support from CBI, Netherlands, and we got also connected with ASEAN Access. That is on an online platform where they allow us to sell our product on the ASEAN Access market, so we can reach out to all ASEAN state members. So these are the we can say the great result that what we have done to support our member. And also from time to time, we are working with the Japanese association, with CJCC. We have the what they call like pitching. We allow our member to apply to be part of the candidate. So they got not only fund, but they got support in terms of training by using Japanese standard in terms of businesses, operation and leadership and so on. And we also got support from other chambers. So we launched what they call like an MOU with other chamber, Indian chamber, American chamber, Euro chamber, based in Cambodia. And we are working with another body of government, I forgot to mention, Khmer Enterprise, which is promoting the startup businesses, especially they are focusing on small, on micro and small enterprise rather than big or medium. So these are the strong support body to help our member to have a chance to get access, to build capacity, and to also to get connection, because we, those organizations, they also have their own networking. So from time to time they link us together. So this, we are networking, and recently we can say our ministry, our government, they allow what they call like ASEAN Women Entrepreneur Award. So they get connected all women entrepreneur from all state members from Asia to come to Cambodia. So it allows us a chance to build network with those entrepreneurs, with the right entrepreneur, not just only the policy maker, but the practitioner. So this is what we have done so far. Yes.
Amazing, amazing. You know, it's really heartening to know that your government is doing such a fantastic job working together with you on the same page with the same objectives in mind. Now, we have come to a very interesting part of this interview. I would like to use this as a case study. Could you share a real world example of the challenges faced by one of your members, and how did the CWEA directly benefit this women entrepreneur in Cambodia? Just let's do a case study.
Yeah, this is a very good question. I am so eager to answer. There are so many members who have, like, I can say they got an impact, positive impact from our association, of course, from themselves as well. So if you ask me to talk like one or for 5 minutes, I don't think I can do. However, since I would pick up one member, and yeah, okay. Of course, it doesn't mean that the other member, they are not get the positive impact. But yeah, particularly, I put as an example a real case study of one of the members. She came from Battambang. She was like what they call like in catering services. She ran a small businesses like restaurant. And when she came to Cambodia, I mean to Phnom Penh, because she comes from province, from Battambang province. Her name is Penh. I hope she listens, so she know. I'm telling her you the story of Penh. She struggling with financing, so she decided to join our association, and then she learned, and then she know that she have ability to borrow money from the bank. Then she borrowed money from the bank. And she did very good job in terms of providing catering service, deliver food, but it's at that time before pandemic.
Right.
After the pandemic have hit, yeah, unfortunately her business a little bit down. So I feel sad for her, but she doesn't give up. She decided to pause the activity for a while, and finally she decided to go back to her hometown. But since she have a grassroots from catering services, and she have all good idea, she have all connections, she have all knowledge how to run business. When she came, I can say that she come as like what I call like, even though she was doing catering service, but she called herself like, oh, I'm a rice seller. So in Cambodia they have like a word rice seller, just like very small business, which means like nothing. But actually she was not, but she just said, oh, I came from the family who sell rice, so now I had to go back to my hometown with the debt. But when she go back to her hometown, every opportunity, I can say, is like any crisis is like an opportunity. She keep concentration. She think back about her grassroots, her family businesses. So she decided to run the business during pandemic, but at province instead of like coming to town, because coming to town is a little bit challenge. And she took the right decision. She started to grow her business as a family business. She opened one shop. And then she continue studying, she got, I think, officially accredited by International Chef. I don't remember, but it's one of the success story. And I feel proudly to talk about her again and again. And finally, now she ran one business and planning to open another business in Phnom, but very famous and very successfully. So this is the story I want to tell all members, saying that you don't use pandemic as an excuse. Of course, we got impact from the pandemic, but any crisis lying an opportunity. You have to pick the right time and the right idea and make decision to move on. If you got stuck, if you got bit by pandemic, you will lose motivation. This is not entrepreneur. The spirit of entrepreneur is never give up and stand up, do the right thing. So this is one of the story of Minia Fine, I can tell you, and I'm proud to say congrats to Minia.
Amazing. This lady is on fire. She saw opportunity in a crisis. Not many people can do it, but it has to be done, because this crisis is something that every single one of us is going through. We cannot give up, and we cannot allow the pandemic to win.
No, of course
and
not.
We will come out of this. We will emerge stronger with a firm resolve to push ahead with our businesses. This is what we will do. Now, I would like to ask you, because this is going to be watched by the business community in Cambodia, as well as the global business community, because I'm going to broadcast this out. Do you have any final words to share with all the women, especially the women in Cambodia, as well as the global business community? What do you want to tell them?
For me, what I can say right now, as a Cambodian woman entrepreneur, to my member, to people in Cambodia, first, you have to stand up. It doesn't matter pandemic or not, because we are doing business, we have to move on. But you have to stand up, and then you have to choose the right way. How do I say the right way? If you are business, first, you have to stay with ethics. Whatever you do, you believe in morality and ethics. This is the core principle of women of entrepreneur, not just women, for any entrepreneur. Second, stay connected, because we are doing business. We need network. So go out to meet friends, to meet the community, to hang out with some business people. Stay connected and join the association. You can join CWEA. You can join another association. I'm sure in Cambodia there are several associations. So get yourself to stay connected. Keep yourself educated, which means capacity building. It doesn't matter soft skill or hard skill. You have to get yourself equipped, because now it's in the technology era. Everything is coming very new. If you are behind the knowledge, you are behind, you don't know about technology, or you are lack of information, you not staying in the same, which means you are walking backward. And next, you have to listen or to follow the government policy, because I'm sure the government have plenty of policy to support, because the government think and the government give a value to micro medium enterprise. We are contribute a lot of money, or have the country what I call it in terms of economic growth. We contribute a lot in terms of employment, in terms of capital. We pay taxes. We also, you know, like help generate the cash flow. We have the government balance trade, because we try to export and make sure that our cash flow is moving. And also for international, I would like to say that please look at to our country, Cambodia. We have a lot of opportunity, in terms of opportunity. We have good product, we have good human resources. Our people are very welcome. We are eager to shake hands with international community. Our government have a lot of policy to support foreign direct investment, as well as to support all investors to come to Cambodia. We have a lot of policy to support. And also, in terms of politics, we are very stable. We can say in Asia, I'm proud to say our country is very stable in terms of politics. The positive growth of economic is estimated by ADB, as you have seen already. And previously, we are maintained 2 digits, and we are the fast-growing business in Asia. So this is the one thing that I'm proud to say. And of course, COVID, everybody have encountered, but don't worry about it. Our government taking care very well. So my last word, please think about investment, thinking about Cambodia.
Lynette, thank you very much. I'm glad I'm given this opportunity to be a voice online for the association, for you, for the women of Cambodia, for the women entrepreneurs in Cambodia. I'm happy to be a voice for them. And of course, this is a great opportunity for all of us to come together to say, hey, you know what? We're not going to give up. There are new ways of looking at things. And of course, with any crisis, there's always an opportunity. There's always an opportunity for us to look up. There's always an opportunity for us to grow our businesses, to reach out, to expand our networks. And, you know, ultimately, we will come out, we will emerge much stronger than we ever were. Lynette, I really want to thank you for your time. And just before we go, I would just like to let you know that I will be putting all your links with regard to your website on our channel. So our viewers will be able to click on those links and get in touch with you should they want to take up a membership. And of course, if anybody were to want to speak to you directly, they can go through me. I'll be more than happy to direct them. Yeah.
Please.
Okay, Lynette, thank you very much for your time. And we will definitely speak again with regard to this topic, which is also very close to my heart. We will speak again sometime next week. I'll give you a call, and we will go through how, on my end, as the chamber guy, I can play a useful part in your vision as well.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Lynette, and I'll see you soon.
Thank you.
Thank you.
That was Lynette, the Vice President of the Cambodia Women Entrepreneurs Association. If you are a women entrepreneur in Cambodia and you are facing challenges in your business, send us an email and we will be happy to link you up with the CWEA. Alternatively, you can contact the CWEA directly by clicking on the link below. They stand ready to support you and your business. Leave your comments and remember to hit subscribe to be in the know on what's up next on The Chamber Guy. Stay safe, stay focused, and above all, stay tuned. I'll see you next.